The following program, The Nightcap, is set for a mature audience. It may contain coarse language, a lot of controversy, adult drinks, shameless product placement, a sense of grand yodeling, pissed off celebrities. It's recommended that you sit back, relax, and take a load off and enjoy the fun and excitement that is the Nightcap. Welcome back to the Nightcap, coming live around the world. Big hello to each and every one of you around this wonderful planet of ours, and our intergalactic listeners and viewers and everybody that is part and parcel to it. And according to the Pentagon, you guys are real, so we've been right all along. 14 years correct so far. Yeah, it's good. I think it's good. The Pentagon came out earlier this week stating there's 144 cases of unknown aerial phenomena or unexplained spatial activity that they've finally admitted to. So we were right. Fuck you all. Good night.
Studio.
Look, it is going to be a bloody good show, like we always do, because tonight's show is so good we've even gone into a different language. We're in fact Muy Importante! which is Spanish for very important.
Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Oh, I learnt that.
Yeah.
My Spanish is so much better than my English. Finally, I get to talk in my own native tongue.
Yeah.
Let's get right down into it. On the far side of the...
Thank you, Ray.
Oh, you had all your haircut.
I need compliments.
Oh.
You not only just had a haircut, you've had all of them done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which looks even better.
Well, the ones on the head.
Yeah. When I always have to leave a gizmo striper on my head like I'm bloody from the old 80s movie Gremlin. Keep the... Although I like my little shark fin. I must admit, I like the little shark fin happening at the moment. And when I'm in danger, I puff up like a puffer fish because I've already got the spikes and stuff. So if I feel threatened at all throughout the show, I'll go and I'll just...
And when they're on ketamine, you're a stoned fish.
Exactly. Aquaman ain't got shit on me.
No. Well, I hope he doesn't anyway.
What would Aquaman do if someone's getting, I don't know, murdered at the beach side? Like they're on the sand though. Because Aquaman would be like, hey, why don't you come in here and do that?
It's out of his jurisdiction.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to call some starfish in. You're going to be in big trouble. On the far side of the studio, he's of course the Lord of Rock and Roll and the King of all that is metal, and currently he's also Mr. Snooze. It's Barking Nick!
Good evening, Captain. Good evening, Nation. I hope everyone's really well.
So far, so good. How are you, good tide, sir?
Well, good and tired.
Excellent.
Good news is I didn't fall off any trucks this week.
That is an excellent ability, because you had a bit of a tumble last week and chopped half your arm off.
Still sore. Yeah, still sore.
Did you ever
I
get?
should have got stitches, but
that was what I was about to ask. Did you end up getting your stitches?
Very well.
Yeah. You did well. I did.
Right.
Secret Agent Nest Medicine Woman. I heard that she came straight into play. She's like, you know what? Stand back.
Yeah. Save my hand.
Yeah. Oh, without doubt. I saw it hanging literally by the tendons, and Secret Agent Ness is in there with the crochet hooks going. I've been practicing for 27 years to do this. Here we go.
And luckily enough, I'm clumsy enough. But you got to use all that practice.
Straight in. Perfect. Yeah. I've actually hired you for my my next neurosurgery that is coming up sometime next year. I've already requested from the neurosurgeon, mate. I don't care what you do, but Secret Agent Ness, she's the one that gets to sew it up, right? And I've seen Ian Campbell use the drill before, so he's going to put in the hardware. I've already made sure of that. I'm like, got to give the apprentice a turn, mate. You can't learn by watching. You got to get in there, get your hands dirty.
He always leaves me out of these things.
Well, I was going to invite you, but I wasn't sure how your hand was going to be.
Yeah. Use me toes.
All right, done. All right, cool. You can administer the anaesthetic.
Yeah, they stink, whatever.
Oh, there's the anaesthetic.
Yeah.
Go here. Whiff on this bit. Whiff on these. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
He's out, Doc. He's out, Doc. Let's get to work.
And vomiting.
Speaking about Secret Agent Ness, medical woman, right there in the centre part of the studio, representing the crochet, the udal, and the neurosurgery division, it's of course Secret Agent Ness.
That's me.
Secret Agent Ness.
And I carefully removed all the glitter from my face, I think.
Yay!
Before I
just knocked off from the just knocked off from
factory.
Ah, right. Here I was thinking it was a stripper, but
yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
So Kim,
out of the glitter art.
Yes.
Kimatron said to me, "What's your favourite smell that takes you back?" And I said, "Glitter spray and sadness." And she goes, "What does that remind you of?" I said, "My days working in the strip joints."
Yeah.
Strippers, glitter spray and sadness. It's a fine mix.
Yeah.
But that's that undeniable aroma when you walk in. If they could make incense, if they could make incense with that, they would make a fortune of glitter spray and sadness in a stick.
Yeah.
It'd be a nice day.
That's my favourite part.
Yeah.
Going to the strip, we're just sensing all the despair.
Which one of these have got daddy issues? Oh, all of them.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Smorgasbord.
We've got a big show. I've got an announcement to make during question time, strangely enough, that even you two aren't privy to as yet. You weren't part of the production meeting I had with myself.
No.
And I made
it. Muy Importante.
It is
announcement.
It is a Muy Importante.
Captain.
Yes, it's
question
me.
from the gallery.
Yep.
What does sad smell like?
Oh, strip clubs mostly.
Yeah. It smells like unwashed lady bits.
Yeah, like Hall's Bath is normally, it's up there. Here's a great example. Walk down any fish market about 3 p.m. on a hot sunny afternoon, and then just spray glitter in the air. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but trap it in a car. like you know that they've slept in the car that night type smell.
Yeah.
Dry
rage centre smell.
It's a Muy Importante announcement. In fact, it is such a big announcement that it infects, and I shit you not, the entire world, right? Because that's how Muy Importante.
The entire world.
Yeah.
So it's COVID.
Right, yeah. I've they're naming the next variant after me. It's the captain's variant.
Well, they've run out of letters in the Greek alphabet, so yeah, that's what I've been asking.
Yeah.
What's next?
It's the captain variant. It smells like sadness and strippers.
And it doesn't do fuck all.
Yeah,
you don't lose your sense of smell. You do get 10% lazier.
Yeah. A penchant for opioids.
Yeah. Well, not so much opioids, but chemical. They took me off the opioids. Remember, enhancement.
Chemical enhancement. Yeah.
Also, big thank you to. Big thank you, of course, to our mates down at Jimmy Rum. We'll be catching up with them, obviously, going into 2022, which will be great.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I want to say a big thank you to Disney and Sony, who have been sending through media tickets to different movies of late, and unfortunately haven't been able to go through. But the best thing is they're going to start giving ones that we can give away. So Keep an eye out for that in 2022. See what happens when we keep them on the good, right? We'll get all these tickets and stuff.
So my good behaviour is finally
it's starting to pay off. Sony didn't give a shit. You could have murdered a small child on air and they would have been okay.
Oh, so I could have recorded it.
But like for instance, I got tickets. And I know this sounds real bad, and anyone that knows me will understand why this is terrible. They redid West Side Story, and I actually got given media tickets to go and see it, the Sharks versus the Jets, and you can't do it.
No.
And I'm really upset because I obviously was a fan of the original and being able to see the reboot because I've been watching it, and I don't want to wee on Disney's parade here, but they've asked me 4 times. Are you sure you're not coming? Because I think I'm the only one on their call list that put down enjoys musicals.
Yeah.
Like if you don't turn up, we can't run it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need you for this one.
Here's 37 tickets. But I'm really disappointed. I would have loved to have seen it. I'm supposed to have gone and seen Ghostbusters Afterlife tomorrow, but unfortunately things came in the way there as well. But I do have tickets to the new Spider-Man movie there, sitting there. I got 2 tickets to that. Do you reckon I can find anyone that wants to go and see the bloody Spider-Man movie? Bet your ass I can.
We would have quite liked to have gone and seen the Ghostbusters one, but it's just not practical, unfortunately.
And I had to withdraw at the last minute anyway. So otherwise, because I had 4 tickets for that.
Well, if you didn't withdraw at the last minute, there'd be another baby.
Yeah.
Well, I would have sent. I could have still sent you. You could have gone on behalf of the nightcap. I just personally wouldn't have been there for it. Because
if I could have gone, I would have gone. I don't give a rat's if you send me on behalf of the nightcap or not.
Well, next time then, you're going in.
They put up a video, but we can't watch it while the show's on, so.
Oh, well, we'll have to wait.
Remind me about that in 2 hours, will you?
Yeah. We'll have a look. We'll have a look at it. We've got a huge first segment tonight as well. I reckon because I got a feeling. Well, it is an easy one, right? Because I put a bit of thought into this one.
Oh shit!
I know, right? This should be interesting because there is stuff here that I reckon it's not the most hottest topic buttons to press, but it's still button pressing, and we'll see how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to play or even have a discussion? I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
Discussion. But before we go through with discussions, first and foremost, we forgot to do terms and conditions. Oh my God, people are nightcapping without authority. This is terrible. It's a tragedy. People have literally drone off into the Yarra River. Got nothing to do with us, but they just do that.
Yeah, they do. That's pretty regular.
It's an in thing. It's something that they do for TikTok. Does that sound right?
Yeah, all the cool kids are doing.
All the cool kids are doing. So let's quickly do terms and conditions of play. Let's do that. Let's get it out of the way. Here we go. Deep breath in. And if you would like to be part of the fun and excitement that is Muy Importante, you too, you can join the Nightcap Nation. All you need to do is jump on your Facebook computer type device and type in these 4 magical words.
The Nightcap Nation.
Hit join now, and after 17 grueling weeks of cocaine control management training, you too can graduate into the drug division of the Nightcap Nation. You'll probably be very popular with the ladies. And the men.
The animals.
You can even join the live chats. Chats. That happens throughout the course of the program. And you bloody should.
And imagine the company you'd be in. They're magical people.
Yes.
They are.
Wonderful.
Fantastical people.
And at the moment, consisting of Dry Ray, and Guinness Ray.
Guinness Ray.
And Esquire.
Esquire. And I know that I know that the Broker and Rowdy and Kanka Camper, they all watch us on replay. Harvey Dent, McLovin, US Marshall, all these wonderful people that watch us on replay. Jody Girl, Bobbin.
Bob's birthday yesterday.
And it was. Happy birthday.
Yeah. It was Secret Agent Dad's birthday too.
Yeah, Secret Agent Dad. Happy birthday to Secret Agent Dad.
Okay.
I find him.
I noticed this after our venture to the dark side last week of Facebook Live, and I managed to
What a stunning success that was.
Oh yeah, it was a huge success. Cray Ray in attendance.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mari and all that. They jumped in that and Esquire and so forth. I uploaded it up to YouTube, and there were like 19 people watched it, like almost in full. I'm like, who are you people?
What's wrong with you?
so thanks for everybody that watches on replay as well. I wasn't sure if people do it or not, but yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, we love you just as much as everybody
and we'd
else.
love to hear from you too if we don't know who you are.
Exactly, we would love to hear from everybody.
Especially.
Yeah.
And the people who we know who they are, we love hearing from them as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've had a few discussions with Rowdy over the messenger.
Oh, Rowdy, I'll tell you what's really good. Rowdy's balls. If you haven't seen them, there's something of I don't know. You know, it's just if you get a chance, if it's on the to-do list, like if that's on the menu and you get a chance to see Rowdy's balls, buy it. Get the chance. Take the chance. Live once.
Well, I've seen Rowdy's Ragnar.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah. Real good.
Yeah.
I've seen his cornhole.
Actually, I was working with a guy today who's one of those people who just carries on all the time. And whatever story you've got, he's just got one better. Like, as I was saying to your captain, if you said you were in the army, he'd be in the SAS. If you said you were in the SAS, he'd be in Russia, Spetsnaz, the Russian Special Forces.
Yep.
He's just one of those guys. And he was, for some reason, he was talking. There were 5 people there. There was me, my workmate, this guy, and 2 ladies.
Of the evening, yeah.
No, just 2 ladies working.
They did smell like glitter.
No. Yes, they were assisting us in what we were doing. And he, for some reason, he came in halfway through a conversation and he was talking about penises and penis size.
Makes sense.
And he's going, I saw on the internet the world's biggest penis, this, that, and this, the other thing. I said, Matt, how tall are you? Because you're the biggest prick I've ever seen.
That's a fair point. Was he muy importante?
He's a sizable fellow, and if he did hit, I'd still be unconscious. But he does know that I don't put up with a whole lot of shit.
I like it. I like it a lot.
But I'm pretty proud of that one.
I do like it. Cray actually raised a really good point in the chat there. Don't forget to like. You can subscribe too, that helps, but hit the like button because that really helps promote the video into recommended videos and stuff. Like, you hear YouTubers talk about it all the time. Oh, if you press like, it really helps the chat. Yeah, they're not joking. It actually does. Like, it's proven science. I never knew that.
I don't know how, but YouTube have decided that for the past 2 weeks that they should send me hints and tips on how to be a better YouTuber.
Oh, excellent. Good.
I've never actually uploaded anything to YouTube in my life.
You haven't?
They've decided to latch onto me.
Yeah, see, they listen to your conversations. I'm just...
that's it. That's it.
If I go into engagement or reach on YouTube, right, like our last video, okay, which we've had a really good response to, 19 views, watch time, 2.3 hours per person on rough.
Good on you.
Captain... I've missed it. I've been busy. Did Lyric Breakdown make it into the YouTube upload?
Yes, it did.
Oh, good, because that was a good one last week.
Yeah, it is certainly there. But it then shows you where the video is being recommended, right? So portion of your total traffic, 68.7 for referred traffic suggestion. 17th birthday vlog. Abby's reaction. Asian titles, shared news, exam pussy, and Giant Boy. they're the search videos that we're being recommended with currently.
Yeah.
That's a win on anyone's.
Sounds like our audience.
That pretty much is our audience.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, so Esquire, I don't think the algorithm's being corrupted at all.
Yeah, no, 3.2
minds of our audience.
3.2% aren't subscribed from that last video, which is strange. And look at that, 15.8% watched our subtitles that came up with the video as well. So there you go. I wouldn't trust those titles.
I like them. It's hard reading on delay.
Yeah, if you're watching us on the toilet and you don't want your family to hear that you're watching a YouTube video, it's probably the best way to watch the nightcap. Let's be honest, 10% of you that are watching this show currently or on replay are on the toilet, and we're okay with that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's pretty much where our show grew up in.
Yeah.
Now,
there quickly most nights.
we get there very quick. Discussions. This is how it works. I will propose a topic, and being the grown adults that we are, we're able to have a discussion, maybe of different opinions, and still be friends because we're adults.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's how it will work. So, first item discussion. This one affects... I don't know how's the best way to describe it. One, it affects a whole new generation of people. It affects an entire country. And in some way, shape or form, could it be the slippery slope that the governments are after? So this is what it is. I hello to Jodie Girl, who's apparently not listening. She's gone to bed with a headache, like she does every week.
8:30 Friday nights is headache time.
Yeah, it's a headache night. In New Zealand, the New Zealand government has now placed a blanket ban of tobacco products, cigarettes, etc., for anyone who is currently 14 years old and younger, so if you're 14 years of age in New Zealand currently, you cannot buy cigarettes in your lifetime. So when you turn 18, legal age to buy tobacco products, you won't be able to do it because you were 14 in the year of 2021, which means anyone that is 13 years, same deal. And the age will keep changing until roughly about 2000. They're hoping about 2025 that cigarettes in total will be primarily eliminated. There'll be no new smokers by 2025, and it will start.
Thank you, Esquire.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to our Murray.
Young man.
Murray friends. Comment of the night. Lock that one in.
Yeah, absolutely. That ought to be our thumbnail.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, we'll try and I'll do a screen grab of that later and do that. It's muy importante, this news.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, guys? So the age of 14.
I was saying to Nick that Tasmania introduced legislation about that several years ago now. It was about 2008.
Yeah, but we don't care about Tasmania. No one cares about Tasmania.
Yeah, no, it was generational tobacco elimination. So anybody who was born after 2000 wasn't going to be able to purchase cigarettes, essentially. So they had 10 years for this law to be revised and reviewed, and then it was tabled in Parliament, but then they
realised how much money it's worth.
Rewrote. We had to look up what that word meant, and it was never actually put into effect because they'd have to change, even though it was legislated that it was going to happen, they'd have to change the actual laws to
prorogue.
That's it. Yeah.
Which is a federal law. Yeah.
Oh no. Well,
yeah, it's a status of Parliament.
Yeah, just sort of.
It's not a dissolution, but it's basically hitting pause, and everyone goes home and thinks about it.
Yeah, that's right, and it's never been picked up again. So they never actually introduced the law to say, okay, so now you have to be over 21 to purchase, and
then 22,
and then over 25.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was quite some time ago that that Tasmania was going to do this, and I'm not opposed to it. You know, it's not a healthy thing. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, look, we've never hidden the fact that we're smokers. Never have we ever hidden that fact from anybody. But I'm kind of, well, you don't smoke, obviously. Parking and I do. But what we try and do is, like, obviously I don't encourage my children to smoke and all that sort of stuff. And we're very mindful that we've never smoked.
Yeah, but you get them to light them for you.
Oh, occasionally. Like, if I'm really lazy.
Get them to go and trade their buttons and unicorns at the corner shop.
Drury.
Lots of smokes from my dad.
Drury. If I'm buying cigarettes and
too high to be trusted with fire. Yeah.
I will admit to this, every time that I've had either of them with me when I'm buying cigarettes, I always turn to them going, "What brand do you smoke again?"
Dad, you know we have Chop Chop.
It's cheaper, Dad, remember? Trero just raised a great point saying people that would start smoking their own lawn or wherever they can scratch up. And then I had the instant thought of, you can buy poppy seeds pretty cheap, right? You don't need a license to grow poppies in your yard.
Not yet.
No.
Soon the opium trade's going to be on fire again. How cool is this?
Yeah. My thoughts on it, certainly no one asked.
I did. I asked both of you.
The discussion.
Second Agent Estes answered on your behalf. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Please, what is your take, Parkin? I'm really interested to hear your take on this.
Yeah, bet.
No, I really am.
I think it's nanny state. I think it's frog shit. If people want to kill themselves, why the fuck can't they?
Mm-hmm. Let's look at the tax side of it as well. Like, how much money are made literally by the government taxing these things? Like, I can't see this being carried here.
As I said to Secret Agent Ness the other day when we were discussioning this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a second part.
Yeah. So New Zealanders, you're gonna before too long, you'll have a generation that is literally not permitted to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, and
which means any tourist going to that beautiful country can smoke cigarettes. So foreigners will have greater rights than their own citizens.
This is a true point. And then it's
smoking itself is not banned.
No, it's the purchase of
New Zealand citizens will be banned from smoking, but foreigners won't.
Well, and banned from purchasing. Yeah, so it as Cray sort of put earlier on, like, weed is legal in most countries around the world now. In fact, you can even grow weed in Canberra for personal use. So there's still all these other things, and you know what people want to put in their bodies is their own choice. Cray raised a good point about taxes going into medical expenses and so forth, and
that's fair enough.
And that's a fair call.
I pay $60 a week in private health insurance.
Exactly, you take care of yours.
So how much are your taxes paying for me?
50.
Because my taxes are paying for me as well, and what I can claim back on my private health, which is fuckload the last couple of years.
So smoking for you has been a great investment. The return that you've had, it's been phenomenal. It's been an absolutely beautiful investment for you over the last few years. And look, not everyone gets that. But a high five to you. I'm personally on the road
don't forget how expensive cigarettes are, and that is all taxed.
Yeah, you're spot on. Yep, 100%. And
that's a tax that I pay, and the smokers amongst us pay, that the non-smokers don't.
That is a very true point as well. This is what I like about discussions. We learn things about it all. Like, same as, I you see it on the show, I vape and things like that. And yeah, okay, that's not a great alternative. But it has helped reduce the amount of nicotine that I need to bring into my body. Being on the road to trying to eliminate it from my life. More of a financial thing. Plus, I'm due to have surgery again, and it's a well-known thing that if I'm a smoker, the bones don't heal as well as they should. So there's all these reasons for me to make that journey to try and remove. What do they say? You never giving up, and that's my motto. But that's my choice. I'm not having that enforced on me by somebody else, because and I hate to say it like this, but remember when gay marriage was legalised in Australia, and all the people that didn't agree with it went, well, it's a slippery slope from here, right? Because gays can marry, therefore pedophiles can marry children. And they all went off in really crazy tangents, which went nowhere. Because what happened when gay people got married? They were allowed to marry gay people. Well, what's the odds in that? It's what's written in the book. Anyway, this is where the conspiracies can start again.
You ought to look up the Safe Schools program, Captain.
No, that doesn't affect me right here in Australia.
It does.
It affects your children too.
Yeah, because that's what they're getting taught in schools. And by the way, Dre Ray, you're right. Why not? If you're entering a sponsored race, keep your receipt for your entry fee and get that taken off your tax or as a credit on your Medicare levy or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some private health funds do give you
bonuses
right. Like that.
Yeah, true.
And
that's a good idea.
Yep. And like reduced fees.
Yep.
If you're doing things like joining the gym and yada yada.
Yeah. And as Esquire's pointed out, the flavour in my vape currently is glitter spray and sadness. It takes me back to a simpler time.
No, I just don't. It's like what I say about anti-vaxxers. Like, we're all fully vaccinated. If people don't want to get vaccinated and get COVID and die, that's their choice. That's their choice. It's the same as people, up in the hills wanting to defend their home against a bushfire, running at 2,000 degrees and 70 k's an hour. If they think they can do it, fucking good on it.
Yeah, let them have a crack at it.
I don't think you should legislate against people's choices, in that regard.
No, I'm with you there. I don't think the government should be able to have that kind of reach to ban it for people that haven't had a choice in it. Yes, it's bad, absolutely, but there's a lot of things that are bad on this planet.
Why not just make it illegal, and so that no person going into New Zealand, they can have all the cigarettes confiscated at the border, pick them up when they leave, and that way the whole country's smoke free instead of having 4 busloads of Chinese tourists arrive, puffing their guts out, and no New Zealanders allowed to.
Yeah, I fully agree. If they want to eradicate it, make it illegal. Spot on.
Yeah, do it or don't do it. They're a little bit pregnant at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're about not taking their rights away from people who have had that right.
No, you're right. They haven't had the right to do it. Yeah.
Preventing anybody else from making that choice.
Yeah. Thank you, Crayra. That's exactly the phrase I use. Because and people still drive without wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah, or drink and drive and all this other stuff that.
Well, I've smoked for a long time. I know it's stupid, but I still enjoy it.
The other thing
are they going to? Is the government? If I was in New Zealand, what are they offering me as an alternative?
Heroin.
Don't say
Heroin. Well, there you go.
Yeah, all right. I'm not over that.
I know someone, and they're not in this country. I'll make that very clear, and it's not someone that we know in the United States. I'll make that very clear as well. Right. But I know that they have grown their own poppies and created their own black tar heroin because it was just cheaper. I know, and that's their right. If they want to do it, that's their own thing, right? I'm with you that if you want to get rid of something, just make it illegal. This is the other thing too. Make
it illegal for everybody.
Everybody, across the board, straight away across the board.
Every travel agent around the world says to Greece, famously, a lot of the population smokes. Just tell them if you go to New Zealand, it's cold turkey for as long as you're there.
Yeah, leave them on the bus.
What that does to them.
Yeah. leave them on the bus.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, Esquire, I do know you can't get a bus. I was referring to like at a destination within New Zealand. Although, it's like an old joke about what do you call a car full of dead lawyers at the bottom of a lake.
Good start.
A good start.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Dre.
All right, let's move on to a lighter subject. Art. This is an interesting one because this is how I would propose the question to you.
Oh, yeah, mixed metaphors there, Craro. What's the J and JATO stand for?
Jet?
Yeah. So jet's not a rocket.
Ah.
Just letting you know.
Art. This is a very simple one, right? Art. Everyone says, art is
so let's buy some NFTs.
NFTs, yeah, we could do that too. But what counts as art? Can anything be art?
Jet rocket.
Right? Because to me, art is subjective. I'm a big fan of the fact that art is subjective. What we do is a form of art. Our presence and our jokes and comments, we do that as a performance most of the time. And especially my humour and some of my comments, and I'll take full ownership of them. Is subjective. I have this idea of it's all funny or none of it's funny. That's how I look at it. So if you want to make jokes about children and things like that, I personally don't make those types of jokes, but I'm not going to prevent anyone from making those jokes. That's their right because that's their art.
The nightcap is not a nanny state.
No, exactly right. We've spoken about this before. We self-censor certain phrases that we know may offend someone that's not us.
Disney censors me.
Yeah, well, only you, actually. Secret Agent Ness and I, we can use the C word anytime we want. You, on the other hand, full blanket ban. Welcome to New Zealand, parking.
That's discrimination. I feel aggrieved.
No.
Go and hire some people and get a noose put around their neck and just poke themselves in the eye.
But this is the thing about art, because like Secret Agent Ness, you crochet, right? That's your form of expression. That's your form of art. Everything you've created is a form of art of some kind. Parking, same as you. You've got your metal music. You have things that you really enjoy. That is your art. Your music, for instance, that you create, that you're proud of, is your art. Now you could send that to, I don't know, someone.
I'm not proud of it anymore. Nobody likes it. So.
I like it. I always tell you to send it through to me because I like it.
Do too.
Yeah. All right. But this is the thing. What doesn't count as art?
Shit.
That's been used as art in art forms, and
That's what I'm saying. It's like the old the piss Christ thing. Shock art is at the point where it's so shocking it's just boring now. It's not. I don't think it's art. It's just one-upmanship.
Yeah, and I think you're onto something there. There is a lot of one-upmanships in the art industry when it comes to shock art. Let's remember the story from a few shows ago about the lady back in the early 60s who used her body as art to have people do things to her. No, that was shock art, and that was 50 plus years ago.
But there is cachet in being first.
Yes, you're right. You are right, and she was.
For example, you have a look at some of the bands that I don't necessarily like, but you see them, Mayhem and Watain and bands like that. Who've got the flames and the pigs' heads on. Alice Cooper did all that 30 years ago.
Yeah, there is a lot of repeat art.
He did everything first. He did everything first in shock rock. So. Everything else is either homage or a copy.
Like, and with that, with the nightcap, we're not the very first ever shock program that's ever existed. Right, that was happening years and years. Well, we used to be really shocking. Right, but again, we didn't reinvent the wheel here. We didn't, go out and try something that hadn't already been proven correctly before. And 98% of the comments that the captain makes in this show, and I want to make that distinction there between me as a person and me as the captain, where the captain is a bit more shocking and will say things that necessarily I don't particularly agree with. but does that for the shock value. Although it's hard to say which ones I believe in and which ones I don't, and that's the fun part of the show. Do I really think Taiwan's a country? You bet your ass I do. I say that as two people. And I'm still curious to know where Scientology stashed Shelley Mascavage. I'm very curious about that. However, Kimatron has made it very, very clear that we're not to cover that subject tonight. Because that's what the original name of the show was going to be called. Where's Shelley? And she's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, okay, that's probably a really smart idea.
Yeah.
Their legal team's got more than just the one guy.
Yeah, so Secret Agent Mum was an art teacher. And I have had art explained to me, and I still don't get it.
And so I don't think art can be explained.
No, but for example,
from a
all
teaching
the
aspect,
famous paintings, some I like, some I don't. For me, and just me, the Mona Lisa is a tiny picture of an ugly bitch doing nothing.
Ooh.
I don't get it. I don't see what's so fucking good about it.
Well, the thing is with art, though, you don't have to like it, and it is
I don't.
subjective taste.
Poop, look.
Ew, that's the sock.
Ugh,
Here
that's
comes the other one. Ew.
Hey, save that for surgery.
But there's certainly crap art as well, and crap music, and all sorts of things.
So I can kind of get like Jackson Pollock kind of stuff, and
surrealism.
Melbourne, and I saw some great paintings at the art centre because they're big and let me imagine things.
Yeah.
Whereas the Mona Lisa, I look at it, I go, well, she's ugly, she's not worth looking at. It's a tiny little picture. And what's all the fuss about?
And so, on the opposite side of that scale, I look at the Mona Lisa, and I can see the fact that it was, done in a period where that kind of material was very difficult to come across, and that kind of detail was extremely hard to master. And I see it from that perspective, not as, oh, it's a great picture, but it was the technique and the style that went behind the picture, and the story of the artist itself, not necessarily subject that I see. But that's just me. And again, this is the thing: art is subjective.
Yeah, and for example, you like musicals, and
yes.
I've never ever seen the point of a musical, but art's art.
Art's art.
Yeah, it should, as the Razor pointing out, Crowray said, one man's art's another man's what the actual fuck is that shit.
Totally true. Yeah.
And
there's going to be.
And Dre Ray, it's about expression, and it doesn't have to be accepted or understood.
There is going to be a fight in their house tonight.
Hollowed out horse or whatever the fuck it was in Adelaide.
That's hideous. Oh my god.
Yeah. What, Farlap?
No. It's like two taxidermied horses, but
what, they can taxidermy themselves? Like they're the horses of the actual taxidermist?
No. It's both the ends, but they're open in the centre, and it's hung from the ceiling by a giant meat hook.
That makes me hungry.
So you're confronted as soon as you walk into this massive gallery.
Sure, it was a gallery, not to some dude's yard.
No, it is Adelaide. I know.
I was going to say, it sounds very Murray British.
Yeah, that's
was
right.
it a burnt out Commodore at the front of the art gallery?
Yeah.
And it's oversized as well.
Yeah.
And I always had to walk around it to go down the stairs to see the Tiffany glass and the William Morris room, which is what I was really looking forward to seeing. So all the pretty things. And I'd have to walk past a dead fucking horse.
That's it, Crowray. Spot on.
The humans.
The Rays have got some very good comments here.
Excellent comments.
It's elicited an emotional response, good or bad. It's done something, which is what we always say about the wrestlers. The worst reaction they can get is nothing at all.
Is no reaction.
And that is my reaction to the Mona Lisa. I'll look at it and go, it's just poop. I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't pay you $40 for it, let alone whatever it's worth.
Yeah, and see,
and Dre Ray points out it's being vulnerable and sharing what you see and what you feel. Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And art galleries are the best place to wag from school because no one ever expects the person wagging from school will be in an art gallery. That's a fun tip I learnt wagging high school for as long as I did. If you ever wanted to find me,
Down to the glass gallery.
that's exactly where I was. The lady just thought I was an enthused glass extraordinaire. Aficionado. Oh, I like what the artist's done here. He's used the colour red.
That's a valid point, Dry Ray, but the different point of view shouldn't be from the inside of a horse.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking hideous.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
Wonders if inside of horses are your bag, baby.
Well, they're not my bag.
Someone obviously got off on it.
Yeah, it was a female artist, and I
there you
looked
go.
her up, and
Hung like a horse.
she's done several pieces like this. Yeah, hung like a horse. Several pieces like this, and they are just designed to shock. And but from what I can see, it's just essentially done the same thing over and over.
All right. Well,
sold it off for millions of dollars.
Yeah, she's in a rut.
To about half a dozen different galleries around the world.
Her brain is stuck in horse guts.
And I don't want to be. Thank you very much.
And one of the reasons, hard to believe, I know one of the reasons I listen to the music I listen to is it makes me feel. To pick up on Dre Ray's point about what you say, what you feel. There are guitarists who in bands I like, I only like them for the solos that they play because they make me feel something, whatever that feeling elicits. But yeah. Feeling is a very big, important thing in art.
I heard music described as music is pure, wonderful, and clean. You can feel it and hear it, but it can't be seen.
You
can see musical. No, you see musical notes. You're not feeling. You're not seeing the actual emotion of the song. You're feeling that emotion of the song. Is what the description.
One of those people who can tell numbers. Or...
Yeah, that's too deep. For me.
Binary.
Mona Lisa's still shit.
All right, this one's gonna trigger.
Art is everything to everyone.
Yeah, spot on. This is what I like about discussions. Jeez, we get deep in shit. Here's one for you. Hear me out. Just hear me out before you jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Legal sale of human organs. Legal sale of human organs.
Go for it.
How are the organs obtained?
Well, obviously legally, so either bodies that are donated as organ donators, but that means that it could be open to the private sector. It doesn't just necessarily end up in the hospital's hands. The private sector can come in going, all right, so this person's passed away and they're a donor collector and they left their organs to us. So they come in and grab the body and they take care. Livers are us. Can I have your liver?
Tim's
There you go, Tim, get on that one, mate. Yeah. But
yours and mine both.
So it's in the private sector now. Well, not all private sectors, obviously you can still do organ donations for hospitals and transplant lists, etc., etc. But the private sector, it's now open to, so you can leave your body to, bloody Tim's, whatever your one was. I have to apologise. Yeah, right. So Tim comes in with his team, and he takes you off hospital life support, puts you on his own personal life support machine, takes you off to the chili factory. He's got his industrial freezer there, and he just puts you on ice for a little bit, and he makes some calls to some clients going, hey, does Jeffrey still need that eye? Yeah, well, 20 grand, mate, and you got yourself an eye, right? And he gets to flog it off. Well, I do.
For the price of one.
Tim's corneas. Tim's tailbones. Come on down.
Tim's tibias.
Tim's tibias. I can do a good impression of Tim. G'day, it's Tim here. How good's that? I've been working on that. What do you reckon, Tim?
Yeah, geez, it shows.
Oh, no, it's bloody good. I'm really happy with that one. But yeah, so this opens up a lot of. Well, to me, it wouldn't matter. Your body's once you're dead, you're dead. Your body's there, right? It's you can give it to science. You can give it your organs to other people, or you can, take them all with you. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, bury them in the ground, set them on fire. Shoot them into space. There's a whole group of things that you can do with your own body once it's done.
There?
I didn't know that. Was there a... Well, shooting a body into space, it sounds more NASA-ish than X-Files. Jesus of Nazareth. Of NASA. That would be funny. It's the Mexican guy. It's the Jew astronaut program out of Mexico. Muy Importante!
I reckon it would just, science will just progress in leaps and bounds.
Well, there is things that downloading your brain onto USB and having your conscious transferred from one vessel to the next. There's a possibility, allegedly, that they're working on.
Mm-hmm.
But should the legal sale... The legal sale, and I need to point out, the illegal sale of black market organs has been ongoing since Jack the Ripper, but the legal sale of human organ transplants. So does that mean, like, so you and I, we both need livers because we're, alcoholics. However, I've got $20,000 more than you, so you can go on the public wait list and you wait out to get your liver.
Worried about once this kind of thing is taken away from proper regulation and privatised, if you like, the wealthy will benefit.
Oh, without doubt, and the wealthy already benefit.
Unwealthy.
Yeah, well, as if the Rothschilds don't have, a new heart put in every year. That guy's like 108 or something, isn't he?
Not only that, but it is fairly standard knowledge that the wealthy do already have access to a lot more medical science than the rest of us are privy to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And will it also lead to, for example, just to pluck a name out and no malice intended?
Lewis Hamilton.
But what's to stop Pfizer giving every hospital in Melbourne, $2 million a month to get every corpse?
Well, that's the problem with privatisation.
And then just sell it to the highest bidder,
mm-hmm.
and I go in because my kidney's rat shit, and they go, no livers for you. You haven't got the money.
But there's got to be a discount liver shop. Like, surely, if once it hits the privatisation, you'll be able to get. It's not going to be the greatest liver. It's probably gone through 3 or 4 people by the time it's got to you. It's from a country that no one can pronounce.
Yeah. No, I don't like it. Leave it regulated.
I'm a big fan of liver. Again, this is just thought-provoking discussions. I can see benefits on both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
I mean, as for my organs, I have tossed up being an organ donor, but I honestly don't think there's anything inside me worth having.
Yeah, mine's.
I got for a long time. My kidneys rat shit. Liver's rather abused. My eyes are getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood bank doesn't even want my blood. There's so many questions when you go in to donate blood. It's like, whose blood is it? Where did it come from? Why is it in a bucket? There's all these, stop asking questions.
Exactly right, Esquire. It'll get turned into a vanity thing. I don't like my green eyes. I want blue ones.
Mm-hmm.
People are already getting designer babies.
So. Yeah. Muy Importante.
No.
Yes.
But if that consented, and an after-death cell of the highest bidder.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I could never be the highest bidder. I get to die first.
No, you can get them from Colombia. I just told you that.
No, I'm saying sell your eyeballs to the highest bidder.
Yeah, because that's the other thing too. You got a loan to pay off. I might just sell me kidney, dude.
I'm taking cash on this. Yeah.
Go down to Larry's livers.
They pay for blood donations, and I think they pay for sperm donations too, don't they?
Yeah, bone marrow. There's all these things you can donate.
Everyone pays.
Yeah.
Yeah. People pay for that.
Not mine.
Yeah, that's
you don't get paid here. We just give it away for free.
Yeah, we're big fans of just giving our stuff away.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
I just don't like the idea of under less privileged people getting to die first, so that someone else, might get their life-saving organ quicker.
It's a fair
No,
point.
I'm thinking of the other end.
Yeah.
Instead of me donating my body to science, I can sell it to science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine the money we'll get for parking when he passes on. That mustache will go for at least 100,000.
Well, I was going to say,
Pay now, die later
yeah.
scheme.
I'd pay 100 grand
well.
cash for parking Nick's mustache. I would. 100 grand cash. Don't ask me where I got the cash.
I'll give it to you now. I'll give it to you now. Hang on.
No.
Because it does.
No, 'cause it says here in the contract you have to be dead. It's not worth as much while you're still alive. So Chematron got life insurance this week, and dead set, there is no taxidermy clause in the contract. I almost got it cancelled immediately. Like, what do you mean it's only crematorium or burial? What? I want your taxidermy. I want you on the couch so I can scare off the bad guys at night time.
Yeah.
All right, here's one.
They're in the passenger seat so you can go
So carpooling.
the transit lanes. Yeah.
Now this one is one of the most spoken about and most controversial discussion points I think that we've probably ever covered. So this is going to be an interesting one. Animal testing. Animal testing. Is it all right to test on animals? If it's for human consumption or human use.
Given that the alternative would be to have someone come around to your house and squirt untested shampoo in your kids' eyes.
Why would they come to your house though?
Because I haven't got any kids.
Yeah.
No, well, why would they come to any of our houses? Being the animal aspect.
What would they test? So you'd be happy for another thalidomide type thing where they just release products onto the market.
No.
Depending on how many people die, that's how they decide if it's safe or not.
No. That's not what I'm saying at all. But in that same respect, you'd be happy if someone comes around and jams pickles and squirrel with a whole bunch of untested product. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Then it's the same thing.
Squirrel and Ada.
Well, none.
The amount of fur.
Yeah, well, there's that. Exactly, and that's the point, Parking. There is no difference. They're both living creatures, and that's the point. Is that they're both living creatures. You've just said that you'd prefer it on animals instead of humans, and I've reversed that, and you've agreed with me there. So
not necessarily. I was being distracted by the beautiful lady here.
What about we have hundreds and thousands of people on death row.
You are saying that your worth is equivalent to, say, a stray dog.
No. I'm putting it at the same respect of we have, well, not Australia per se, but there are countries out there with hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that are currently sitting on a death row or on a death row sentence that are wasting away on tax dollars. Why can't we use them as the test subjects, or at least find a monkey that's got Down syndrome? One of the two.
No. Okay, first reason you can't use people on death row is because it'll affect the resale price of their organs.
That's actually, I didn't think about that. I honestly didn't think of that part.
That's what I was saying with the sale of body parts, the legal sale and consentful sale of it,
Yes.
that medical science will just grow so quickly that because testing can be done then on human parts and, keeping something alive, like keeping somebody's liver, say, alive in a lab.
There it is.
Testing products on it, testing drugs on it.
They've been able to grow ears and things like that with.
By the way, I don't like animal testing, and if there was a viable alternative, do it.
But that's the thing is,
viable alternative.
There's got to be. Because bear in mind, I'm the same. I can understand the pros and cons on both sides of the argument. I absolutely can, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm just playing devil's advocate here on behalf of being able to look at it from all different angles. Because, yes, I understand that testing it on an animal that has no perceived understanding of where his or her life is going, all the animal is known is, I live in this box and people jam me with needles and shit, and that's my life. That's all they know. Compared to a human with conscious ability, etc., etc.
As opposed to being in the wild and growing up and the only thing they know is getting eaten alive by a fox once.
Yeah, exactly. So I can understand from both sides of the argument.
By the way, you've hit a nerve with Grey Ray there with the death row, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
you've hit an open nerve, I think.
I did, and again, I did that
That's why
for
I don't
a
agree
reason.
with the death penalty. Yeah, look, I hate animals, and there is no way that that I could say that, as much as I'd like it for it to be humane, I'm still eating an animal.
Yeah.
And in terms of testing on animals, as much as I would like for that to be humane, I don't believe that every time it possibly can be. But I think, I hope that anything that I use, which is tested on animals, which obviously medications and things like that need to be. They
Vaccines and et cetera, yeah.
Yeah, you can't just try them out on people and see how it goes.
It's a horrible necessity, I feel.
Yeah, and there are going to be cases where things don't turn out for the best.
Yeah, exactly.
I just...
The thing is
really
that there is no right answer in this at all. There is no right answer. No. We're doomed if we do, and we're doomed if we don't. As for testing it on death row inmates, etc., I don't agree with that either. Please don't. Yeah,
people have suggested it though, Captain.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Seriously suggested that, and that's fucked up.
Yeah. No one should be.
Animal testing's fucked up as well, but it's
a necessary evil.
Testing stuff on live people.
And let's be honest, who hasn't?
Angel death, and nobody wants that.
And let's be totally honest here. We've all seen what happens when pigs get their hair done and their makeup on. They're fuckable. I haven't seen a pig in makeup that I haven't want to fuck. Right? I just want to point that out there. So sometimes it's
glitter spray.
Yeah. So sometimes I like to pork my dinner before I eat it. So that's just my take on it. And I've let too much out.
And that's pretty much what I've been very clumsily trying to say, Dre, is that it's a necessary evil. And unless you want, a thalidomide every 6 months, it's animal testing has to be done.
Yeah.
I reckon wait 10 more years, the Pentagon will confirm alien life forms. Let's catch some of those fuckers. Just see where it goes.
They're listening.
Not the ones that listen to us, obviously. That's technically animal testing. There'll be a guy on Pluto right now going, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah,
we're going to get so many letters.
Fire up the Stella hot rod, we're going to pay that bloke.
I'll be asleep and all of a sudden hear a rock hit my window and then a spaceship just taking off.
Yeah.
Like we showed him.
What, sounds like one of the Three Stooges. Don't forget to
go. See, I told you, hot button subject, but I'm glad that we discussed it. I'm glad that we can talk through it, and we have to look at things from all perspectives.
And I'm glad that our chat audience has been involved as well.
Oh, big time, because these discussions aren't just about you and I and Secret Agent S chatting it over it. It's about engaging that conversation with everybody. I hope that people take these discussions and carry them on in their own lives with their own friends and stuff down the track. That this is our gift. And please feel free to use my retarded monkey shot into the sun just to test to see what happens if we send a monkey that's not quite competent into space. Right? That joke is yours. Please use that as you will. Hashtag send retarded monkeys to space.
Yeah, that'll get you some attention, but not what you want.
Yeah.
I'm happy with any attention. Hey, if the Chinese government haven't come after me for blaming everything on Taiwan, I think I'm going to get away with this one.
Yeah, maybe not. Discussion.
Why don't we go to a bit of a break? I've got a song lined up that is one of one of Parking Nick's most favourite things that he likes to hear in December. I've managed to get hold of it. I've got it hot off the press. I'm going to play it for him to cheer him up and whack him up a little bit. And when we come back,
Yay.
let's do a bit of question time. But before question time, what time is it?
Is it Weird Al time?
It certainly is. We'll be back.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, button. I pressed the button.
Welcome
there
to
we
the
go.
Nightcap Question Time. Question Time. In time.
Yeah, the buttons didn't want to be pressed then. I pressed the button and then the button didn't want to be pressed. Yeah. The button's like,
Oh no.
stop pressing me. You only have to press me once and then
I
I'll...
turn the engine, but the engine doesn't turn.
Yeah.
What song out? Well, that was
I
out of
don't
a
know.
song. Oh, thank you, lovely.
There we go. There we are. We're back again. Welcome back. Bit of Weird Al Yankovic. Christmas at Ground Zero.
Yes.
I love that song.
Now, if you're watching us on replay and that song isn't there, that means that they flagged it. I had to remove it in order to make this video public. And that happens.
It does happen.
It does happen. We sometimes have to lose it. Although I have noticed, if you go back through some of our old videos, old live streams, you'll notice down the bottom there that they're just going, oh, fuck it, and putting what songs have featured on the show in the description.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
I noticed that the other day on one. I went, you're kidding.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
There we
that's
go.
what we're talking about.
Now,
Ah, yes.
it is time for Muy Importante question time.
Yeah.
Because this is how it works if you are new to the program on the Nightcap Nation Facebook page. You should join now.
Join now.
You really should. You'll find questions 1, 2, and
3.
on the board. They've been up for 24 hours or so. The great people. Because I put them up on a Thursday night now.
Thursday at 7:50 p.m.
Yeah, so just over 24 hours.
Australian Eastern Daylight time, that is.
Yeah. I put them up on the Thursday night now because it was suggested by Dry Ray, actually. So put them up on the Thursday night, give people 24 hours to get the questions answered, and et cetera, et cetera. And that seems to be working very well. Mull it over, yeah, exactly. It gives you some time. Some zoom. I can open cans with this. I won't, but I could.
Yeah.
Sorry. Something scared me. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Make myself twice as big.
She's playing. Hi, squirrel.
I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to ask the questions one by one by one by one by one by one. The wonderful people in that part of the studio will utilise their names as buzzers in order to buzz in. I then and only then will award a series of points. The person with the most points, strangely enough, at the end of the 3 rounds, can trade them in for the prestigious Question Time Championship belt. They can keep their points and give them to whoever they want. They can donate their points to Flyby Points and argue the point with the people at Flybys about how they can claim their stuff. I recommend that you do that one.
Okay.
I take once I've handed the points over, it's up to them. It's out of my hands. I've got nothing to do with it. So if you can't claim them in, that's
after discussions, I'm in the mood for an argument.
cool.
There you go.
Ring them up.
Hello.
Also, there are chances that I will give random people in the audience, in the nation, a handful of points as well. So everyone can has a chance to possibly win stuff because points are issued. In fact, look, man, look, it's Christmas time. It's got to be something I can give away.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'll grab something out of the nightcap box. There might be something in there I can give away for a winner. Voted most greatest answer. We'll give them something. Give them a bucket hat.
Most greatest.
Muy Importante. I then will go on to read what the nation had to say. You might hear this. Means that an answer has been accepted and we're just going to keep moving on. Or you might hear this. Ooh, and like a reboot of a movie, you're not going to be as good as the first time around. Unless you're West Side Story and you're from Disney. Buy your tickets now. Head on over to tickettech.com. Actually, I don't think you buy movie tickets from Ticket Tech. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you buy them these days because I get them for free, so I've never had to buy them.
Oh.
That and this hat that I got.
Was that like your sampler pack, was it?
There was a heart and a kidney that came in it. So I've been pretty happy since then.
A kidney?
I got for $50.
No, bugger off.
All right, let's roll on to it. I will take Afterpay.
Yes.
You can trade your points in for it if you want.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's see if the machine will catch up.
Question
Oh, there we go.
one. Question one.
Everyone talks about the pumming, but no one. It's really. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'd want that at the start of my news broadcast.
Or parliamentary question time in BBC. Paganic Secret Agent S. Here we go. What is a unwanted Christmas present?
Parking.
Parking.
An unwanted Christmas present is a present that the person doesn't want for Christmas.
You are 100% factually correct. And that is my favourite kind of correct. Just for that, I'm going to kick you off. I'm going to tell you exactly how many points you're getting too. You are currently now on 2.1 million points for that answer.
Excellent.
Because that was, I like technically correct things.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Exactly.
But for my other answer, unwanted Christmas present would be prison sodomy. Because it means A, you're in prison, and B, you're being sodomised.
You'd almost volunteer for the human organ transplant list there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You're getting one.
Well, I was going to say,
Getting that organ transplant pretty good. Actually, I said to Kimatron earlier today how much funnier it would be if the penis and ballsack acted like a standard piston and air blower as you're going like. It'd just be so much more fun. You'd know if your housemate was masturbating because it would sound like a fucking train coming into your house. The fucking walls are rattling. Like, what the fuck's going on here? Secret Agent Ness. What is an unwanted Christmas present? Because according to Santa's naughty list, you're right up there next.
Yeah. Well, I've got two. One is the stank from that cat poop that just happened.
Pooya.
And let me get the Febreze. And
it's like magic in the air.
It's a scented candle. Scented
candle,
seriously.
really?
Scented candle, seriously. It's just going to go straight into the re-gifting drawer. So,
send them to me. I love scented candles. It makes blackouts more fun. Like you don't know, like it's that one stripper smell, and you sort of walk around the house and.
Winter pear.
I always wanted to know what happens if I burnt mango and an orange together.
Yeah, but come on, lychee and coconut. Nobody even likes that.
I don't even know what a lychee does.
No, me either.
To me, that's a hurt light. That's a light that has some kind of injury. It's a lychee.
While I was growing up.
The eyeballs.
Oh, it was when I was young.
Were they in that drinking Dracula that we had, Kimatron? Yeah. We had when Kimatron and I got married, we went to Dracula's on the Gold Coast, and there was a drink that we had. It was lychees, and the lychees were supposed to be the eyeballs in this fucking fishbowl of a drink that we got. I think we drank 5 of them or something, 4 of them in the night, and it was fucking big. I think it was designed to feed the table, but Kim and John and I are like,
Can I stick my hand in this? No, fruit. Yeah.
You might have actually bumped into Payday, because I think he was working up there about that time.
Yeah.
Oh, good chance. Yeah. Good chance back in 2000. I'm going to give you, Secret Agent S, let's even it out. I'll give you 2.1 million points too. Only because you made
I was
me.
given one once, which was the fragrance was denim jeans.
Really? Denim
Smell
jeans?
Like,
Cat Stevens?
what? And it
Denim
smelled like
jeans.
musk.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
allergic to musk.
Was it David Bowie, Jean Genie? Did
No.
it smell like him?
It was denim jeans. That was the name of the candle.
Have you heard of that one, Kimbertron? The
Well,
scented
they don't
candle,
smell like
denim
musk.
jeans.
No, but they live on the bottom half of your body, and
What does it smell like? Butt cheek. Yeah.
Butt cheek. That would be a nice one. Says Kimbertron. Butt cheek scented candle.
Yeah.
I always, the one that, I didn't want to bring this up because not many people know this. Cigarette Agent S, Sparky Nick, and myself did a Secret Santa this year, and I didn't want to let you guys know, but I got an unwanted gift from you guys. I got, I'm not sure if it was meant for me or for you, Cigarette Agent S, but I could tell the parking was my Secret Santa because I ended up with his kidney stone that was removed earlier this year. I'm not sure if that was meant for me or not. Like it's unwanted. I don't want it. I'm not going to lie. It has made a great paperweight. Right, it keeps all the
after all the effort all those doctors went to.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say I'm not thankful. I appreciate the sentiment behind it. But
You can use it to landscape your driveway.
My health fund got charged nearly $60,000 to get that thing out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
And you don't.
Yeah.
it's not so much.
Was that a lychee?
I was going to give
They're a hairy lychee.
hairy lychee.
How do you know these things?
Because they're tasty.
I think women are just born with this knowledge. That's not a sexist thing. That's just science. You know how like a duck knows how to swim, or a monkey knows how to use a tool.
Yeah.
Right? Women just know scented candles and fruit. Hey, he's made itself. Once if the monkey has like just going back to that for a second. Once if the monkey has sign language to you that he's really depressed and just wants to end it, like please inject me with venom. I just want to end it. Since Michael died, I've had no visitors.
Oh, bubbles. It's okay.
Oh,
Fire me into the sun. I beg you.
We'll find you a new freak.
Fire me into the sun. I beg you. Shall we see?
we've got Euphoria going on.
Okay.
Or there's a bug, either one.
Euphoria is happening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shall we see what the nation had to say?
Oh, is there a little cat under there?
No.
Question 1. Question 1. 1.
Charge is our good friend Chop Shop Jim. Hello to Chop Shop Jim. Catch his show, whatever show he's on.
Yeah.
You know, on that station. You won't catch him in New Zealand, that's for sure. No Chop Chop there anymore. Anyway, what is an unwanted Christmas present? He reckons the Prime Minister. Can we take him back to the shops and exchange him for a better one? No, we're kind of stuck with him. It's not how it works.
That's a fine one. Have you seen the opposition leader?
I want to know why why doesn't Ananini's, whatever his fucking name is, do what ScoMo does, right? So you get Scott Morrison and he goes like the SO and then the MO. So ScoMo, right? Well, SOC and then Mo, right? So why don't we do that with Anthony Albanese with his name? It'd be anal. It'd be fucking funny as.
Yeah.
Anal's up here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really stuck up anal this week, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we'll all be ass fucked if he makes it to the Prime Minister.
that we will.
Well, sorry, once the Greens get to be Prime Minister and he's a front man.
Lychee ice cream, that's a good one, Esquire. I haven't tried that. I only like drinking.
Oh, yeah.
I only like drinking lychees when they're in drinks. Hey, you're not allowed to drink drinks.
I don't think I've ever been in the same room as one.
Oh, I can get some.
I'm not regretting it.
I can get some. They're in season.
What? So they're horny?
No, they're fruit. Yeah.
All right. You get me some more.
I will. I don't think you'll like the texture very much.
I had a goji berry once.
Goji
Oh,
berry.
yeah.
I thought that was a Pokemon
That
game.
was like really adventurous for me.
Yeah, and I told you it was superfood, so you never had to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had two. So it'll get me through the afterlife as well.
Yeah.
If something's a superfood, is it actually a superfood, or is it like superfood like when you're telling a child that they're drawing a super dude? Like, is it that?
I think it's got something to do with kryptonite.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. The S doesn't. The S isn't an S. It
Like
just stands
it,
for
super.
something.
Yeah, if you like it, super. You just want to eat more. Like ice cream's a super food.
Yeah.
Yum. Who doesn't? And lychee. The fisherman reckons an out-of-date gift card. I have received one of them once as a gift.
Did you really?
Hmm.
Did I give it to you?
No, it was one of the.
Parents said,
It might have been out of the regifting drawer.
It could have been. It did smell like glitter spray.
oh.
No, like the scented candle. Robert, fuck, what did we call it? Banks. No, that's not Banks. What's her name?
Oh, that's not
No.
banks.
Lucky, you're with Amy.
Lucky.
She apparently doesn't want a dead rat under the Christmas tree in the morning. Apparently the cat is a big fan of doing that. She much prefer the live rat under the Christmas tree.
Your cat is just teaching you how to hunt.
Yes. Yeah.
And he was telling you how fucking lazy you are. Like, fuck me. How come I'm the one catching these?
Yeah.
Harvey Dent. Anything? Oh, I'm a big fan of this answer. Anything that needs looking after. Yes, I've already got enough things to look after. Don't give me some aquatic goldfish bullshit that can only survive on, the bloody scum of this particular rock that I have to go out and fucking find now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. Don't give me a plant. It is going to die. Don't give me anything. I've got too many other live things I need to worry about. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Look,
care.
I can't even look after an advent calendar. I can't be trusted to turn those numbers around or, even open a box for a treat every day. My God. Yeah.
Anything that needs to be looked
That's
after.
That's too high maintenance for me.
You can give me a robot, and that robot is going to commit suicide of depression because I have ignored it for so long. Right? I had a Tamagotchi, right? One of the most expensive toys of the 90s. Well, I didn't get an actual Tamagotchi. I got the rip-off version of it, right? It was called Hamahamaji, which I think was from Saudi Arabia, and we got to cut up news reporters. Anyway, I refuse to feed it. I refuse to look after it. I'm like, fuck you, I've got more important things to do in my day than to worry about this fucking thing. All right?
He's carried that over into his parenting career.
Hey, they're all at the age now that they can take care of themselves. They know how to drive a car.
How do they ever make it? And they know what brand of smokes to buy.
Mari reckons herpes. That's an unwanted Christmas present. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Once you get it, you can pass it on to anyone you want.
Yeah.
Omicron.
Omicron Persei 8. Is that from Futurama? I'm sure the guy Lars, the alien from Futurama, is from Omicron Persei 8.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, it's only a Greek letter. The virus hasn't got friggin' copyright on it.
That we're aware of.
Actually, I think it does. I think when they discover variants, they do. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
I think so.
I wish I could care.
Dry Ray doesn't want ants for Christmas. When's if they're in an ant farm? When's if a friend Adam comes over?
They've got ants at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they've got ants in the house.
Hey, what happened to all those nuns? Are they still listening?
Oh, no.
Well, no.
But
Wonderful.
they've got ants.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh it's because they don't listen to the show. If they listened, we would have been able to get rid of those ants.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you how. Yeah, well, Parkin's giving it away.
Yeah, we all sit here and go, and the ants go, what the fuck's that sound? And bugger off.
Yeah, they just leave. They go, oh, they're not watching this shit again, are they? And they just bugger off.
But it won't work with just mine. It needs to be all three of us.
Yeah,
You missed out on the fun.
Harmoniously.
Right. It's the plumbing that does it. Once if you buy like an ant farm, like I knew this ant that was, he was growing corn and he was growing.
They're not farming them.
Yeah, well, at least they're not worms, right? Yeah, how many worms die in farms? Too many.
They don't want to be farmers. Yeah.
Guinness is a good girl.
Dennis, you're a good girl.
She is.
She reckons worming tablets would be pretty ordinary. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I would. Yeah.
Oh, maybe the chocolate flavoured ones.
Oh, chocolate's no good for dogs, though.
No, but they've got chocolate flavoured worming tablets.
Can I have some?
Apparently sticking your finger in the dog's ear canal is not good for him either. I learned that one the hard way. I'm not fucking fans of it.
What was that?
Sticking your finger in the dog's ear canal? I was curious,
Was
right?
that animal testing?
No, I was just curious. It was more captain testing than anything else.
Right, yeah.
I've got this motto, if I could get my finger into it, I could probably squeeze...
Yeah. Hello, RSPCA. I'd like to cash in my points and make a report.
I'm turning in my gun and badge. Don't remember giving you a gun.
Oh, you can have it anyway.
I love this one from Esquire. High five on Esquire for this one. I'm going to give, I'm going to make an Esquire part here, and I'm going to give Esquire 2.1 million points too.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I'll give him 5 flybys.
You're going to give him? Are you going to give him 5 of your points? So yeah.
No,
flybys. Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it can be traded for that later. He's put up a Tickle Me Captain doll, which is anatomically correct. Because when I take all this off, I'm just a furry monster underneath this.
Oh.
It's true. It's true. I've learned to deal with it over the years.
Yeah, well,
we've all got discrepancies.
Razor test.
I love this one from Rowdy. Hello, Rowdy. Hope.
Rowdy. Oh.
Hope. Unwanted Christmas present. Hope.
Good one, Dro.
The broker reckons a box of candy wrappers from Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be no fun.
The Nightcap Live has jumped in and said another lockdown.
No, thank you. I'll tell you what, it better not happen.
Just 2 more variants to Christmas, people. Kematron reckons used underwear.
Yeah.
I wonder, was that one of you guys that was the Nightcap Live? Because that wasn't me. I've got no idea where that one came from.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've carefully made sure I don't comment, and I don't need to put.
Yeah, I don't think I'm admin.
Answers
We've been
up.
hacked.
Do you think I can come up with 2 answers for every question?
Yeah, that would have been 3 answers then.
You had 2.
Yeah, I did too, didn't I?
It was Cray Ray's answer because I put him as a moderator or expert. Or I don't know. Put him as something on the Nightcap Live. If you guys ever, if I'm laid out and I've got all the tubes hanging out of me and you guys want to do a show and all that sort of stuff, you can get through that way. It was like a backup box. Did I read Kim Johnson? No.
Yeah.
Now Renee, she had a name, but I can't remember what we called her. Hey, that will do.
Oh. There's there one more answer.
No,
Oh,
wrong question.
I don't know.
Right.
Okay. No.
But Nay wouldn't want a box of a boxed up toenail. A boxed up toenail? No, a toenail in a box.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross.
You don't want just one.
Even me.
You don't want just one. Like, if you're going to give someone a box of toenails, you would at least give them a couple to chew on. Like, you know, it's like a Pringle.
Oh, hang on, there's another one.
Yeah, there's one after
There's
that.
another one after that.
Yeah, for Master Jedi Senate. He doesn't want a marriage proposal.
Oh.
No, his marriage proposal is
Oh.
an unwanted Christmas
His
gift.
marriage. Well,
Oh.
yeah, he lives at home with his mum. I can understand why she said no.
Yeah, true.
There's laws against that in some
I'm
countries.
taken, but under different circumstances, apart from the fact that I never want to get married, yeah, I'm sure there's someone who'd like that.
Yeah, I'd marry Vinny. I'm just that kind of weird.
Oh,
I'd
a
marry Vinny.
bigamist.
I've gone on a few mandates with him. Bigamist. Oh, thanks for noticing. Bigger than most. You spot on. It is. What I reckon we should do is let's go to a quick song, and when we come back, it's the question.
Yeah.
This is DJ Oldmate. DJ Oldmate actually said, "Hey, DJ Nightcappy, what's your name?" I said, "Yeah, DJ Oldmate, how are you?" He's like, "Yeah, mate, you can play my stuff, right? But just put my name on it." I said, "Oh yeah, no worries, DJ Oldmate. I'll do that for you, mate. No worries. Totally forgot about it last time." So anyway, DJ Oldmate with his real name. It's actually DJ Kill Mr. DJ Mashups, I think his real name is. Anyway, his name's on the video. We'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves.
I was born in a thunderstorm. I grew up overnight. I played alone, I played on my own. I survived. I'm still breathing.
Undertow, just caught in the undertow.
Every step that I take is another mistake to
I'm still breathing.
Just caught in the undertow.
And every second I waste is more than I can take. I become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Become so numb.
Where the demon go? Where the wind don't change and nothing on the ground can ever go. No, just lies make got to cry in your pillow. I survive. I'm still breathing.
The undertow, just caught in the undertow.
Every step that I take is another mistake to
I'm
you.
still breathing.
Just caught in the undertow.
And every second I waste is more than I can take. I become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. I become so numb.
You only see what your eyes want to see. How can life be what you want it to be? You're frozen.
Question.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, question number 2. And of course, that was DJ. It all
Well,
works.
that's right, too.
Yeah, it all works. It all works. It all works.
DJ Old he's capping our audience, man.
He is. We got two. That's 2 different DJs that we've got now. We've got DJ Cumberland and, of course, Killer Mr. DJ Mashup. So, you know, it's always cool when we got actual YouTubers responding to us going, yeah, go for it, mate.
That's nice, isn't it?
It's muy importante.
Yeah. See.
Question number 2. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. Question number 2. What is an unlikely thing to hear at Christmas?
Secret Agent Ness.
Secret Agent Ness. Ow.
2 things. That cracker joke was really funny.
Yeah.
And
Racist.
and Bonbon cracker joke.
French joke.
Yeah. And oh yes, I really wanted that scented candle.
Hey!
Who doesn't want the aroma of pig and cardamom floating around their home?
Is that lychee? It smells like lychee. I'm going to give you a series of points. I'm not going to tell you how many. I'm just giving you a series of points. Not like that, no. I'll make up the scores at the end anyway, so it don't matter. Parking, according to, you're not going to believe this, but one of these elves that fucking keeps running his mouth in the workshop, he told me, like, word for word, you're next.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I wish I had an answer. Unlikely thing to hear at Christmas would be Happy Christmas from a Satanist.
That would be, yeah, that'd be a very...
Either, you know, sharing the season's greetings with you.
And I don't mind that.
Yeah, you know, understanding your, you know, stance here.
Yeah,
and sharing your celebration, or it could be cultural appropriation.
Yeah,
Ooh.
see, I'm a big fan of people who don't follow Christianity, much like myself,
Yeah.
but people who follow other religions getting involved in it
Mhm.
just because it's fun.
Just because
I like that.
something to do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's a sign of how far we've come.
Well, yeah, it's a shared
So
celebration.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know whether you believe in the storybook or not, yeah, I like it when people get involved.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So,
I like having a free day off work.
yeah,
Yeah, that always helps.
Eating chocolate for breakfast. And putting a roast on it sometime during the day and saying, there, Christmas is done.
and we've already got Chrissy lunch.
Yeah, we do. We've got lobsters happening.
Oh.
We've got turkey happening. We've got mini chocolate puddings for Nick.
Oh, yeah. I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, real Christmas pudding for me.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got the eggnog in the fridge. I've got the brandy custard in the
Yeah,
fridge.
they're going fat now.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Might even do another trip to Aldi to lobster and scallops in champagne.
Oh, this is not sounding too good.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
I've worked out that I'm just going to tell the kids, okay, everybody, your presents are under the tree. I'm not going to tell you which one, but there's the forest and here's your shovel. Shall we see what the nation?
Exactly, bro. Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes.
Come on, button, I pressed you. What else do you want out of life? Your whole job on this computer is to be a button, and I press you, and you don't even bloody want to be a button. Well, you know what? We'll just move on.
Really?
We'll just move on. We'll just...
Has that button been tested on animals?
And you know what? Watch this. I'll put both hands here, and it's going to bloody do it on its own.
Question
Look at that.
2.
Fucking stupid button.
2.
Rum pum 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 pum.
Tell you what, I'm going to have to send this bloody send that button to space, I reckon. Put it in the space shuttle thingy. What is an unlikely thing to hear at Christmas? An unlikely thing to hear at Christmas. The fisherman leading us underway with Mrs. Claus and Santa have divorced. He went out on Christmas Eve and came home with 3 hoes.
By the way, what is Mrs. Claus's first name?
Miss
I feel like I should be on a first name basis with her.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia Claus.
Chlamydia Claus.
Yeah.
Non-disclosure.
Non-disclosure is a first name, yeah. That's her.
Non-disclosure clause.
Fair enough.
Harvey Dent reckons, Merry Christmas, Dave. Your new car is parked in the driveway. It's a very unlikely thing to hear.
Yeah.
I'm going to ring him now
Yeah.
on Christmas Day and tell him that his new car's out in the driveway. Just to fuck with his
you
Christmas.
would too, wouldn't you?
Go, ha! And you thought you'd never hear it. You didn't say that there had to be a car out there. Yeah, so you're spot on. We need to get Lieutenant Tech in there to look at these buttons.
Yes.
It's only that question 2 button. It sticks for some reason. I don't know, maybe there's bubblegum on the screen. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you shouldn't use this touch screen after you've touched yourself.
Hey, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for the computer.
What, you're touching it with nails?
Jesus was the original leader of 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, he rocked 9 Inch Nails before they were a band.
That's him. Yes, Marshall, big hello to him and his wonderful family. They're out. They're out snow camping at the moment, which is really cool. He says it. An unlikely thing for him to hear on Christmas is here's a few more axes since you don't have enough. Mari reckons to all of you that have an empty stocking, you're adopted, and we don't love you.
Oh, I like that. That's funny. Yeah, so you just set up all the stockings. Yeah. Some are filled, some aren't.
Some aren't.
Here's your hint. Here's your hint, kitty. Yeah.
Well, when I remember one year I was 7 and I got a tent for Christmas, and I go, oh great, I can camp outside. And Dad goes, you sure can. You can camp out tonight, and every night,
Yeah.
here on out.
Yep. Because we're moving.
No forwarding address
Again.
either.
Stop following us.
Shady girl goes, I couldn't find you a Christmas present, so here's your real parents. We stole you from an orphanage.
Yay.
This is a very big one for us Australians, or people that reside in Australia as well, from Dre Ray with it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
Not in Townsville, it won't be.
Definitely.
Unlikely in the extreme.
Yeah.
Very, very unlikely. Guinness, what am I going to eat today?
Oh no! Oh no!
That's unlikely.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay, Guinness.
yeah, yeah. You'll be right.
This one from Rowdy, absolute pearl, like Cock's gun. This reverse burglar's reign of terror is over tonight.
Santa, heads up.
Heads up. The bloke, Santa is going to make it this year. He has to quarantine with Rudolph and 2 elves. Sorry, kids.
Sorry, kids. The broker puts so much thought into his answers. Like, I can like see his thought process. He's bloody good.
Craig reckons Christmas Day done. Next day, hot cross buns and around major retailers,
Yeah.
of course, not commercialising the seasons. Yes.
Yeah, I said that to my workmate the other day. He's saying, "Oh, Christmas." I was and Boxing Day, hot cross buns in the Woolies.
Yep.
Because it will be.
Yeah, last year we had Easter eggs in January.
Yeah,
Early January.
the Christmas decorations were up whilst there was still fucking Halloween decorations. Halloween hadn't even come yet.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell's going
Actually,
on
I
here?
saw our Christmas decorations out before Halloween
Yeah,
decorations
it's
this year.
fucking stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I know that supply chain has been a bit of an issue.
Yeah, but
And
jeez.
if I were a major retailer, I'd certainly be doing my all to get product in and move product out. But yeah.
It'll be a suitable period of mourning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, your partner doesn't die and you don't get married the next day. Stupid diver.
Hello. Oh yes, hello, Channel 7. Yeah, that was a Stuart Diver reference. You're right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, look it up, kiddies.
Yeah.
Look it up, Threadbow.
I just remembered I had a phone sitting here. I thought I've got to bring that into into use somewhere on the track. Kimatron. Oh, I got everything I asked for.
Yeah, you won't hear that.
We're going to think of a nickname for this lovely young lady. VF. So
Victor Foxtrot.
Victor Foxtrot. Victor Foxtrot. Christmas is the same as it was when she was little, and there was no family arguments. You won't hear that on Christmas Day anymore.
Yeah, that won't happen. Not with me, right?
No.
I don't have arguments.
No, but
He does.
Been in my family for quite some time.
Yeah, we're not going this year again.
No,
Yeah, for a reason.
No arguments.
And this is
plenty.
this is fairly spot on from Master Jedi Senate. Forrest Gump was real. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever hear that on Christmas Day. Or any other day.
No.
I reckon that if you search that on Google, it's probably a real question that people have asked.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Judging on
Hey, Captain.
Yes.
Captain. You know how Carolyn is Jane's sister because of her last name?
Mm-hmm.
Can Vanessa be Dawn's sister?
Dawn's sister, Dawn Fraser.
Just saying. Dawn's sister. Dawn's younger sister, obviously.
Yeah, I like it. Or we could call her
She's
Island.
clearly young and hip because she's watching us.
Yeah, young and hip.
Yeah, and cool and with it and all the other things that kids say these days.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense to me. Look, judging on the time, do you want to just jump straight into question 3? Because I've noticed what the time was. Because there is a muy importante thing about to come. Question number 3. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Question number 3. Here we go.
Question 3.
Okay, here we go. Question number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that is never
Actually,
going
no, we had a Kris Kringle at work between 6 of us, and despite the fact that we sell scented candles, and they're a really on budget gift that you can give for $15 to $20.
They're what?
Budget gift.
Yeah, for a Kris Kringle,
Yeah.
and nobody put one in the Kris Kringle.
That's smart. Though.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
smart.
the budget was actually $10 to $15, and everybody admitted to overspending because we like each other, and nobody put a scented candle in there.
Winner!
Yeah. So that was between 6 people. So I reckon we should go, maybe 10.
Yeah.
See if it can be done.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Parking Nick, according to this scented candle, you're next.
The world record we should go for is can I get us banned by Disney forever for saying that word?
But no, they're going to give us prizes to give to our viewers.
Yeah.
I could go for a world record ban.
World record band.
World record.
I like it. I like it.
Don't actually.
Well, how about we go the other way? I'll go the longest time that I've ever gone without saying that word, So we keep getting free stuff from Disney. 'Cause we
Oh.
love Disney.
We do love Disney. They're giving it.
Sony.
And
We love
Sony, and Netflix, and Nuclear Blast. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we love Nuclear Blast better. But, you know, yeah, all right. I'll see if I can go as long as I can. Which, on it, which, yes, because that'll be a world record for me, I can tell you. Yeah, but big.
It is.
It's big for me.
What do you guys want to do with your points? One of you are on 2.9 mil and the other one's on 2.8 and Esquire's on 2.1.
Keeping mine.
You're keeping yours? Secret Agent
No,
what do you...
I donate them to the RSPCA.
Right, RSPCA gets 2.8 for testing. Yeah.
The ear canal issue. I'm converting all mine to flyby.
And yours is going to flyby points. Right, no worries at all. Title belt is then still up for grabs, so Esquire's got a choice there. He can hold on to it. Or we will just see what happens as we go through these answers, because leading the charge for what is the world record that the Nightcap should attempt, Tommy Taco reckons the longest ever live show. So continuous recording.
We've done an overnighter.
Yeah, we have. We've done a...
I've listened to the all-nighter.
Oh,
You did too. Yeah, I remember. You were with us the whole way. Yeah.
And I was trying to make ice cream, but it didn't set.
Oh,
It was
well, not so.
Oh, that's right. You did
It was
too.
cockfucking cowboy ice cream.
Mm.
Oh, that's right. I
And
remember that.
it was tasty
Yeah,
anyway.
it was made from real cowboys.
Yeah.
And Don Pablo.
Cock-sucking slushy.
Yeah.
I've seen her dance.
It's not freezing, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember her down at Dollar Dancers. Yeah. Joni reckons she can't help us because she spent the last 2 weekends breaking one. Well, actually 2.
I want to know.
Yeah. Tell us.
I will find out from her. That is on my to-do list this week. I will chase her down and find out what's going on. Jada Girl reckons the longest plank, like as in plank of wood.
Oh, no, planking, as in planking, that it was a trend like 200 years ago.
I did look at that.
Doesn't
8
anymore.
8 years or something. 8 years, 8 hours or something.
Yeah,
Somebody did
the
it.
old lady who lives next door to us been planking in her front yard for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, like
Smell.
can't compete with that.
I reckon Jadie can give it a go.
Yeah.
On behalf of the Nightcap.
On behalf of the night. Yeah, okay, get on it. 8 hours, 8.5 hours or something's the record for that. US Marshal
I
reckons
love this answer, US Marshal. Thank you.
longest running for Prime Minister must be 12 years into it by now. How much longer until the record is set? John Howard was 11 years.
I remember the Facebook page called Captain for PM 2020.
2025. 2025. It's still got 4 years to crack at it. I thought it was 2025.
You may have deleted the page, but you can't delete my memory.
I'm pretty sure it was okay. I'm blaming it on the economy.
You've been chemically affected for quite some time.
I'm putting it down to the drugs.
Essentially, you've got until about mid-January to get yourself a seat.
Oh, beautiful!
To
I've
be
got 2.
considered for Prime Minister next year. Yeah.
He's sitting down, so he's got a seat.
The local member for Mornington is actually for
Greg Honey.
Hastings.
Yeah.
That's your electorate. So he's retiring. So
That's on. I'll make a really good Minister of Health. I think I'll be all right at Minister of being healthy.
Oh, will you? Well, you know plenty of doctors.
Yeah, I was going to say, bring Healthy Harold back.
Actually, I can be an advisor because I know the doctors you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We'll bring Healthy Harold back. We'll have a fucking team of people. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Jadie Girl reckons singing every song by Weird Al drunk as the world record.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've already done that.
Just about every time we've drank, yeah.
Yeah, just about.
Dre Ray, I like this one. Most times ringing a bell in 1 minute. Stop,
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
stop the presses.
I'm with Ray on that one.
Stop the presses. Muy Importante. I may have looked into this. And the current record held by a young lady in 140, the world record for most, and it's referred to as most desk bell calls rung by hand in 1 minute, currently doesn't exist. But,
Yeah.
hear me out. Because as of today, there is currently an application pending to make that an official record, which will be set, if approved by Guinness World Record Associations, will be set
Good girl, Guinness.
will be set on the Nightcap Live by the captain, as you, both you, Secret Agent Ness and Parking Nick, will be the witnesses in person, and the Nightcap Nation broadcast live across the world when it happens, if it happens, to have that record set. Now there is Muy Importante. Now there is an application fee, which is very cheap. It's only like $5 United, whatever, American or something. So if anyone wants to donate towards this, feel free to do so. You can go to the streamlabs.com/nightcap/tip, and you can donate towards the fee for this, because there'll be other little fees involved with it as well. But within 12 weeks' time, we will know whether or not that this has been accepted by the Guinness World Records, and that has gone through to the pending process.
12 weeks of bell ringing training.
Training, that's exactly right. Because there is no official thing done by hand. However, if all else fails and they won't allow me to use the hand, I'm not going to use the chin, because under medical guidance I'm not allowed to. But there is currently a record unclaimed of most desk bells, which is what our bell is, a desk bell, calls rung using your forehead. Strangely, no one's accepted this challenge. So if the run by hand one doesn't get accepted, we will then attempt, because I don't have to ding it twice and I've got the fucking record, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
It's not a hard one to achieve.
Necessarily need to be on the desk. You can
No, I was
just
going to
bash
say,
against your head.
I would just go like that.
Yeah. So
There's an action you're familiar with.
So that is currently in play.
Inaugural holder of a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Remember what I said before? There's big cachet in being first.
yeah. So, and to prove it, if you check inside the Nightcap chat, you will see one of the official pictures from the Guinness World Record Association sent to me, as well as Guinness is a good girl. As well as I actually do have an official email sent to me via the Guinness World Record people, stating that the application is currently in pending, and it will go through their committee and work out whether or not, it's all above board, and they will either green light it or crush it on the head. But either way, we will find out. But if you want to donate towards it and help cover a few of the costs and stuff, feel free to do so. If you don't, doesn't matter. We'll work out a way to pay it. It's going to happen nonetheless. But yeah, feel free to do that if you want. So yeah, that's the Muy Importante. So on that basis alone, thank you to Dre Ray for giving it as an idea.
Well done,
She's actually the champion of the Nightcap Question Time Championship tonight on 3.5 million points.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Excellent.
What an inspirational woman Dre Ray is.
Clearly. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. You still have another bell in your collection, do you? Not Secret Agent Ness?
Yeah.
Because I'm really worried that this one's going to wear out during training. So we need to have a backup bell in play in case anything goes wrong in the preparation leading into it. I did do a practice earlier tonight, and Kimatron was so supportive when she said, "Get the fuck out of here with that!" So I want to thank him.
That's pretty much what I'd be saying too.
So there you go. That's the Muy Importante announcement for tonight. So that is currently in the works. Thank you very much to the Dre Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, Dre Ray, the other one.
Well done. Yeah. Brilliant.
Because as soon as I saw that answer, I went, I wonder what the record is.
Yeah, of course.
And here's the hot tip. Cray Ray won't be donating anything to go towards that.
No.
No, of course not. Cray Ray's not a big fan of it at all. Jeepers, I've just seen the time. Let's keep rolling through. Esquire, during one of the captain's infusions, the most words spoken in a single breath. I could probably smash that out of the park. That would be pretty easy to do.
Yep. You'd beat that. I don't think you'd beat that with every breath.
Yeah. The record just keeps getting smashed and smashed.
Yeah. Over.
The broker reckons.
See what I mean about him? See what I mean about this guy? He gives so much thought to everything.
There's a lot of thought on this one. He goes, we need to get a live mascot and teach them how to open Jimmy Rum bottles. Come on, Captain. We will win the Mr. Fly Jingles record, which is sitting there.
With Mr. Fly Jingles.
Yeah. And he goes, I bet you we could steal a koala. And he can open up 36 cans.
Yeah, the screenshot he's put in is of
McCaw
opening 34 cans in a minute with his beak.
Mm-hmm.
And he reckons we can use a koala and get 36.
Oh, without doubt. We'll call the koala Boonie.
Brilliant.
Call the koala Boonie and we'll get going.
Brilliant.
No, it's a really well thought out answer. I reckon he's onto something.
Oh, it's got great claws on
Yeah.
it.
And they have.
Cans too.
And there's heaps of the little bastards around. You can just knock one off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's hundreds
Go
of
to
them.
heels for sanctuary. Just tempt one in with
No. Wildlife, Nick.
Family of none were at
Wicked-
Healthville last week.
Wicked Wildlife.
Yeah.
Wicked Wildlife. He's a mate of ours. He'll get us one.
Oh, yeah, he'll lend us one.
He'll lend us one. It's
Yeah,
easy.
you can train it.
Yeah.
Train it to open cans.
Yeah.
And
Well, plenty of cans to open it. You'll joint.
I'll be right.
It's all for
I'll
training.
be fine, thank you.
It's all for training. This is another good one from Kimotron. Most jelly beans consumed in 1 minute.
Oh, I think they're moving away from
Eating.
Eating
They have been
competitions.
for a long time.
Righto.
Yeah,
I know. Oh, now this is. Oh, you're a fucking
Since
asshole.
Mr. Major ate a Cessna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took him like 4 years, but he ate a whole Cessna.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that, dude. Yeah. And Cray Ray's just an asshole. Most mispronounced words in the nightcap. Soliloquy.
Soliloquy.
Soliloquy. I knew what the word was. Jerk. and trust Master Jedi sent it to finish it up with world's biggest German sparkle party.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's been all about the glitter tonight, hasn't it?
It certainly is. It's because glitter is
What?
muy importante
And festive.
and very festive. On that note, it does bring us to the time of the night where we say, time, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. It's all over Red Rover. That's done. It's dusted. It's in the dirt. It's been a good show. Been a really good show. It's been a Muy Importante show.
Yeah, it's been all right.
Yeah.
Considering you were worried about how you were going to get through it, and you did so well. And I'm sorry that we've gone over time. That's on me. I do apologise. I'm supposed to be.
No, it's on you.
Yeah, I'm the one that's supposed to keep track on all this sort of stuff. But I've been drinking heavily.
Yeah.
Well, big thank you to each and every one of you around.
Oh, hang on. RAAF just posted 2 new videos. First F-35s have arrived from, I think they come from Luke Air Force Base.
Lukewarm.
Can't wait for them to get shot out of the sky.
I like watching things get shot out of the sky. On the far side of the studio, here's of course the Lord of Rock and Roll and the King of all that is metal is Barking Nick.
Thank you, Captain. Good evening, nation. may everyone have just a ripper week and
rip
enjoy
schnorrer.
whatever you're doing.
I'll give it a go. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'll enjoy it just because you've instructed me to.
Get into it.
All right, I'll get right up in
Get
that
into
grill.
it. Go do that shit,
I'll get balls deep into it. You watch.
brother.
Gonna get balls deep into this
brother.
taxidermy I'm working on.
Yeah. Go for it.
And sitting right there in the centre part of the studio, representing the really grotesque part of the community. Like, she's got some weird shit on her browser history. She's, of course, from the Crochet Division. It's, of course, the furry redhead herself, Secret Agent S.
You don't know how weird shit my browser history can be. Considering Pat Nicky uses my computer most of the time. Yeah.
How to make a crochet murder look like an accident.
Oh, yeah. Just wait till you have your neurosurgery. Then we'll find out.
It's going to be muy
Have a great
importante.
week, everyone.
Yay.
Mwah. Mucho love to you all.
Mucho, gracias. We're going to leave you with these wonderful passing words which have been handed down from generation upon generation, which is simply muy importante. No. It's also
In
you.
the studio.
I've been the Nightcap Nation. I've been the captain. Till next week, the Nightcap. It's a lot better then.
Johnny in the studio.
Studio.
Good night, everybody. Muy importante.